Howdy, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Malenia's Arsenal, the series where we fight Malenia and NG7 with every single weapon. In this episode, we will be using the Spear of the Impaler. It is Messmer's weapon. You get it from beating Messmer. Anyway, before we get into that, I'd just like to ask you guys, if you enjoy the video, please do leave a like. Subscribe if you want to see more, and leave a comment if you want to choose the next content, I guess you could say, the next weapon. Anyway, let's get into it, shall we? Weapon of Messmer the Impaler. A great spear with a warped blade in the shape of undulating flame. Remade by the forging arts of the Realm of Shadow, this weapon can be thrown by executing a strong attack, dashing strong attack, or mounted strong attack. Charge the attack to produce flame on impact. You can throw it. It's really cool that you can throw it. What's not really cool is how much stamina it costs to throw it. Anyway, Messmer's Assault. A fierce succession of attacks using a flame-coated spear tip. Repeated inputs allow up to 2 follow-up attacks. The final move thrusts the spear into the ground, causing countless spears to form in the surrounding area. It is cool looking. Real quick though, I'll show you. Just hitting R2, it uses a third of my stamina. Charging R2 uses like 80 to 90% of my stamina. That's all I have to say about that, really. It is a great spear. Take that, do with that what you will. That can be good, it could be bad. Typically, I'm not a huge fan of them, but they do fine damage. I just prefer having more than 3 attacks. I like having 4 minimum. But that's just personal taste, I think, more than anything at this point. I think at 4 you can make up a lot of attacks that you wouldn't normally. You can punish a lot of things that you wouldn't normally be able to with 3. Though we're doing a good job here. We're gonna charge an R2. Didn't really do that much. It is a ranged attack though, so that is a big advantage. After this, we'll hit her with the running R1. I want to show off Messmer's Assault, but I really don't know when I can do it. Here I can, though, I'm sure. Alright, the first hit hits for over 1,000 damage. I mean, like, that's pretty good, right? And it costs, like, no FP. I think is a big thing about that, too. Like, it costs very little FP. I'm surprised that first hit doesn't actually do damage, but beyond that, oh, it also does massive stance damage. Alright. You are locked into the end of it for a little while, but that's okay. It seems pretty good, at least in Phase 1. Maybe less so in Phase 2, but I'm gonna try one specific timing to see if it works against her. Am I running Ritual? Or I guess I'm running the Rotten Wingsword Insignia. I don't know why I'm running that, but alright. That alone doing 1,200 might be enough to justify it, just not doing the follow-up against her. I'm using Rotten Wingsword, so I don't need to heal. Perfect. We'll try right at the start, first of all. I mean, it low profiles a lot of stuff, so at least there's that. Otherwise, that would be unusable there. Because, like, there were so many times where she just whiffed on me. She swung on me like 4 times, I think. This is right where I wanted to try it, just doing the swing. I mean, it is just more damage than an R1 by like 2.5 times. So there is that. Ouch, don't clones me. I knew it. 1, 2. Run this way, roll for that. Don't roll for that, sorry. I guess. I'm getting better at it. Yeah, I think just hitting her there is probably your best bet in Phase 2 with it. Don't go full ham with it. Oh, I did it early. Oh, this is awkward now. Do something? Hello? Thank you. Alright, thank you. Besides trying to learn how to use the weapon art properly against her, this thing feels fine. Better than any of the other great spears I've ever used against her, which says a lot. And this is why you try to punish her on it, by the way, because otherwise she'll just go crazy with power. And that's why I like a 4-hit moveset. Alrighty then. Oh. One day I'll learn to dodge that, and I still say that to this day, I guess, huh? Can she chill for 2 seconds, by the way? That's all I have to ask. Go to your big orb. That's all I want. See, with a Great Spear, you can't punish that there. You just have to let her do the third attack. Or the sweeping jump attack. Dodge to the side attack, whatever you want to call it, you know? Yeah. She could do clones again if she wanted, due to that positioning too. If she really wanted. Wow. This is okay. I actually dislike that it hits her an extra time there. Because it does that, it makes it just a little bit awkward for actually properly punishing her. Alright, she's dead. I said she's dead. There we go. Yes, thy strength extraordinary. Yeah, I can't even two-hand this thing right now, by the way. It is a pretty good length. Messmer Soldier Spear is a great spear? Ouch. Anyway, I have just compared length, and with that I have to say, I mean, the length is alright. It's shorter than the pike, not pike, sorry, the Moog's spear. There we go. I don't know why I said pike, dude. Shorter than Moog's spear, but like, so is every other one. So I'd say it's about average length, which again, I don't mind. It's not bad. The throwing art is really cool in concept, but in practicality it has next to zero use, right? Bosses instantly dodge projectiles 90% of the time, unless they're in the middle of recovery frames, right? But the thing about that is, if they're in the middle of recovery frames, and you're positioning well, they should just be near you. It does, however, let you engage groups of enemies for PvE, like not boss stuff, from afar, and get a decent advantage with the explosion damage and stuff, I think. I'm really liking the addition of weapons that you can throw, honestly. It's been a lot of fun, I think. Also, that's a better running R2 than any of the other great spears, just because it's not the normal charge attack, honestly. Ah, it does no damage too if you uncharge it, if you don't charge it. I think the solution to this fight is actually using the weapon art when we get a chance. Oh, I completely forgot you can backstab this man. I swear. Oh, okay. This weapon art destroys Gideon. It's not just even a minor, like, beat him up. It kills him completely. Okay. Use Messmer's spear again, or Spear of the Impaler against Gideon. That's what I say. I get it, dude. This was really strong against him. I will say that. Oh, God. I know, dude. You're telling me. Still haven't done Scepter of the All-Knowing. One day I'll get to it. I like that weapon, but I still haven't used it. I like it because it's the longest spear, or longest hammer in the game, by the way. Didn't we just get a new hammer, though? Yeah. This is a Flowerstone Gavel. This is a Scepter. Look at how long that is, dude. Anyway, where did Messmer's spear go? Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I think the overall damage on R1s is surprisingly low. Like, very poor, actually. So all of the damage from this comes from weapon arts. And the weapon art itself does do a ton of damage and a ton of stance damage, so it pays off, but like at the same time, like, I don't know. I'm not typically one. Whoops, we went stone barbed. I'm not typically one to like having to rely. Not rely, because rely is the wrong word implying that it's bad. I'm not one that typically likes to use weapon arts a huge amount, but also I have the Blessed Blue Dew Talisman now, so that's changing. If you haven't noticed, I think that is a staple talisman for, I would say at least 50% of builds. You could justify using it. I have been rolling that poorly so much recently. And it's almost 500 damage on an R1. On a weapon that only gets a 3-hit combo and is slower than a greatsword, but you know. Not like my greatsword I was using last time had 700 damage or anything. Wait a second. But then again... Oh no, I got locked into that. It hit for 300? What happened? That was weird. By the way, R2, throw it, he'll dash at you. Dude, the throwing does no damage. Maybe if you charge it. It does as much. It does a little bit less than an R1. I guess that's for balance purposes. But it already costs so much stamina that, like, it's hard to justify using. Oh, I really rolled that early. Oh, I don't like this positioning at all. Alright, he rotated. You do have the advantage of hitting R2 there, I guess, right? That was an uncharged one that did 400 damage. Why was that? I actually think the damage is incredibly lackluster here, by the way. Almost pitiful levels compared to what I would expect. But it's really hard to find the timing to, like, use a weapon art to punish him. Yeah, I was worried that would clip me. Alright, we'll try it here. Alright, it hits hard, and then, like, so do these. But I'm just dead, right? Yeah, because of it? Yeah, I overcommitted. So, thoughts on this weapon? It's fine. I don't like great spears inherently. I want to like them because the lance looks beautiful. But beyond that, like, you're probably better off... I hate saying it, but you probably have a pretty good damage from shield poking, at least, right? That's one of the big advantages that I don't take advantage of, I should even say. So that could be a big thing. Other things to note. Throwing it is cool. Let's go test one thing about throwing it real quick, by the way. I have the smithing talisman, yeah. So if you throw it with the smithing talisman, is it stronger? Because this says enhanced weapon throwing attacks, so it should. I thought it said it enhances smith script attacks. It does not. Anyway. I also like this shield, by the way, but anyway. Oh, that's another thing about throwing. It has damage fall off for a lot of weapons. And maybe this one's got really high damage fall off, it looks like. That's probably what it is. Okay, because if I'm close... That was pretty close, dude. What about here? That did 500 something. That's higher than ever before. Oh, this has incredibly high damage fall off as part of it. Okay. Like higher than anything else I've seen? Holy cow. Like from here it'll do like 90 damage. Okay, it did 500, but still. That'd be so cool if you could throw it in the air. So point blank uncharged, it does do more now, right? Can I get a fully charged one off? And die? Yeah, that's okay. So it does do more damage. And close range it does pretty good damage, but it's got a long charge time, so I don't know when you'd pull that off. Anyway, I think the weapon's fine. I think the weapon art itself shines a lot and is really powerful, but finding the time to use it completely can be difficult. Honestly, finding time to hit just L2 can be difficult, right? Look at how much uptime there is on that. You have enough time to pull off like 3 R1s within that time. Unless I'm just missing something about it, which is very possible. Anyway, that's where I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you for watching. I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.